Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And if at any point this message resonates with you, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how this message is showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's get right into the messages. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides or your spirit team. And the spirit guide stone is sitting right on top of your personal healing stone. And that lets me know that the higher powers are creating pressure or putting pressure on you or on your journey in order to exacerbate certain things, in order for certain things to come out. And the two stones that are on the opposite ends are one being the mountain stone, which means it's time for you to go outside, go outdoors, so that the energy of healing that you're carrying can be seen by the world. You have to understand that you are carrying a particular message, or you have developed yourself in a certain way along your spiritual journey to the point where peace and reconciliation is quintessential to you. It is what you desire. It is what you're about. Finding peace or creating that no matter where you go. And this energy has cultivated a certain level of potency, has elevated your energy to a whole new level, to the point where your spirit guides are saying it's time to go. Now is the time. And you may have been getting a direct response to this message in your day-to-day life. If you have experienced people asking you out or inviting you of certain places, pulling on your energy for you to be a part of their group some way or somehow, ask you out to dinner, wanting a glimpse of your energy, this is a direct correlation to what the higher energies are explaining. The fact that your energy is radiating out into the atmosphere, the people around you are answering the call, or they're in dire need of your energy that you're carrying. Which is why the mountain stone is here, speaking to your visibility. It's the visibility of the energy. It's the visibility of the frequency that you're carrying. It must be seen. It must be touched in the community. It must be touched out into the world. And the wow side of you, the side that longs to be free, that longs to be spiritually liberated, can finally run free. And the interesting part of this is the fact that the obstacle stone is showing up here, meaning that something is holding you back, or there is a barrier here that's preventing you from allowing this energy to flow. And what I will do at this particular time is I will pull some clarifiers to see why this obstacle is here. What is holding the collective back from being seen out into the open? What's causing them to, the dam, to be stopped or to be created? The cards that came out were mind games, Hunger Games, and work. Oh, this may be PTSD, right? And I'm using that very loosely. There's something about being around people that you understand the challenges that come along with it. Yes, it's a good time. Yes, you get to mingle with people and connect with people. However, you always see the dark side of it, or you have experienced the dark side of that. When it comes to mind games, when it comes to manipulation, when it comes to the chaotic piece of being connected to people who haven't necessarily done the work, because you may have been cut, you may have been burnt, you may have experienced negative reactions that happen being around people. You saw the Hunger Games. You saw how dark it gets, how challenging and how desperate people are in that realm. And you may have done the work on yourself to heal the harm that has been cast upon you by being around certain type of people. And this reservation that you have, this isolation that you have created for yourself was a protective factor. It's your defense mechanism to safeguard yourself from the dark shadows that come behind people. You've learned your lesson in that regard, and being too open and being too connected and friendly with people without knowing their ulterior motives, without knowing why they want to be around you. Yeah, this is a wound that you have worked to heal. And now you may have gotten many calls and many requests to come outdoors, but you have reservations, or you are hesitant to jump 12 feet without your life jacket. That's what this obstacle is speaking to. But the energy that's moving is telling you to listen to the higher call. Listen to the higher message, which is that you've gained the lessons. You built an armor around yourself to be able to get back out there. You're that much more smarter now. You're that much more intuitive now and aware now to know better. To not make the same mistakes as you did before. To not be so open and so carefree in terms of hanging around people. However, the second ancestor stone or spirit guide stone is kicking in to say that you've gained the wisdom. Not only that, you have cultivated a level of creativity that is your shield now. It's like you have a firewall up now and people have to pay. It's like you have a paywall up now and people have to pay. You have your toll up now and people have to pay. It doesn't mean you're not out there, but you have created a inventory, or you've created a system where people must check off certain boxes in order to get through the toll. And you've been creative in that regard. And you've been cultivating another side of your creativity that has given you the ability to lean on the energies of healing, of peacemaking, because you stayed true to your purpose and your calling. You've stayed authentic to yourself. And the transition that you've embarked on has given you a depth within your soul, has given you the ability to go deeper, down to the bottom of the ocean's floors, without fear, without any concerns, because there has been a genius, a level of sophistication within you that has given you the ability to take action. You move with a purpose. You move with intention. And healing is at the forefront. Meaning that you're not going into any situation without trying to figure out what problems are here. What's going on here before I decide to take that deep dive. And when I go in, I'm monitoring my behaviors. I'm monitoring myself and the people around me. You're on the right path. And the wisdom is leading you in a way that is quite unique for you. It's almost as if you're embracing it, but you're struggling with it because of what you've been through. It's as if you're riding the wave and you don't know where you're going. And a part of your lack of knowledge or awareness of the direction that you're headed is psyching you out a bit. People may have good intentions, but you still have your guard up. You still have these questions and reservations within yourself because of what you've endured to release this wall. However, what's on the other side is divine alignment. Divine alignment meaning that the level of healing will supersede all your fears. Will surpass all the questions and reservations that you have once you step into the open. And not only that, there is a level of protection here for you that is rattling you, that is deep within your bones, that you wouldn't have to worry even if you wanted to worry. The earth is protecting you. The ground that you walk on has invested in you to not let you wander away from your mission, wander away from a part of you that you have nurtured and preserved and protected. They're saying the very same thing that you have done for yourself, we're doing for you. That's what you don't see. This is the mystery of it. This is the mysteriousness of the spiritual part of your journey. And you have been alerted to the degree of access that you have in the spirit world in terms of the messages and the information and the downloads and the processes and all these energies that have been coming to you firsthand. That is indicative of their protection and their trust in you. Therefore, you should embrace whatever you're called to do. Step into the open without question, without fear, knowing that there is a higher energy that has poured into you and is pouring into you on many dimensions and many levels that should give you a degree of trust that they won't lead you astray. And this will radicalize. This will be radical changes that you're able to see in your real world. It's like you're letting go of what you new and stepping into what you desire. And I'm here to say that what you desire is here. You won't even have to question why you left what you left, because it wasn't for you. What's for you will peel back all those layers that have kept you down and questioning who you are, and the spiritual side of yourself and the crazy side of you will be welcomed with open arms once you get beyond the barrier. And then you will see that there's other people that are ready to take action once they get a whiff of that energy that you have, because it's something that they've been thirsting for. You're the gallon of water in the desert of people who have been lost without water for a very long time. And you're here to quench that. That's what you are. And that's why the higher energy is putting pressure on you now, so that you can get out and get around people that are like you. And you shouldn't be confused about this. You should go with the flow that's least resistant. And I know that you will know that is least resistant because people are yearning for you and asking you to come. They're begging for your energy. And the community that you will fall into will give you the home that you've been longing for. That's what you've been missing. That's what's out of place. Your desire for a home, your desire for a community, your desire to belong amongst the people, no longer being in isolation, no longer being by yourself, cultivating your spiritual self. You've cultivated enough. It's time to go home. It's time to connect to your community. It's time to connect with the people who are yearning for the very energy that you have. Period. That's the message. Wow. Very powerful message, you guys. Very rich. Wow, this is very strong, and it's hot. I'm hot. I can feel the heat of this message. And if you're still here with me tonight, I will take this time to shift the energy from this boiling message. This fire is blazing with us tonight. And if you're still here, please be sure to like. Please be sure to share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know if this message is showing up for you in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to shift the energy and pull some cards to see what other messages the higher energy would like for me to share with you all at this particular time. Okay, the cards quietly fell. The cards that came out were guided by spirit, release, fear, and misuse power. Wow. Let me see. I'm getting multiple messages with this. You have experienced, or you may have experienced people in the spiritual world or the spiritual side of things that have misused power. Or you've seen people who have wielded power misuse it. And you're trying to be conscious of that. You're trying to be aware of how you're stepping forth in who you are as a healer, as a diviner, as an empath, as a spiritual person. You're trying to find your feet with that because you've gone through a lot. And this is a big message that I'm getting. You've gone through a lot. This has been a long time coming, and you've seen a lot of leaders and people in power misused that. Not only that, you have been misused by people that you've let your guard down around. And it has created a certain degree of challenges with you in your mind, in your mental, in your heart space, because you were hurt by things like this. It changed your perspective. It changed your mind. It changed how you thought about things. It shifted your perspective, your consciousness away from what you believed this spiritual stuff was about. And it has created a certain level of fear that the higher energies are telling me to tell you it's time to release the fear. Those people were not you. They're not built like you. They're not carrying the same essence like you. Learn from them, grow from them. But don't allow it to hold you back from the blessings that are waiting for you. Holding you back from things that you've prayed for, that you've worked for, that you deserve. You deserve this. And the Spirit is guiding you to your treasure pot of gold. It's guiding you to your treasure. And you're going to miss out on your blessing if you continue to allow fear to hold you back. Period. There's nothing more to say. That is the message. And it's very profound and it's very powerful. And this card came out hard to crack. Hard to crack came out before, but I only took 3 cards. And I was shuffling the deck again, and it came out again. The mysteriousness about you, the puzzle that you are, is puzzling people. It's puzzling you because you're wondering why people want to be around you. Why are people calling for my energy? You may just want to go live your life without being bothered, without being questioned. But it's like the aura that I can see coming from your energy is of a purple, like a violet a color. And this aura is sweeping over mountains, is sweeping over the energetic frequency of this paradigm. And the people who are in tune, the people who have been doing the work and been calling for help, that have been calling for someone to give guidance or someone that resonates with them. They've been asking for a compass. They've been asking for a sign. And somehow your energy is the key to unlock many calls that have been sent up on a higher wave. And though the day-to-day person cannot crack you, there's a higher thread of people that you don't see that has the ability to crack you, that has the ability to lock in with you on the very same frequency that you're on. And it's time for it to be cracked in order for the homecoming to happen. Because you need to be around people with the right frequency in order to take this thing to the next level. You're not seeing the long road that's ahead of you that is needing to be connected to the right frequency to take it there. You're going to take it to the stars. It's going to the moon. But the barrier and your fears are holding you back. Wow, man, you have to see what I'm seeing. You are elevating this consciousness. You're meant to elevate not only yourself, but a community of people on so many planes and so many dimensions. And once you tap into that, once you tap into your homecoming or your community, it's going to go even further. Jesus Christ. You have to get this message and understand what role you're playing in shifting the consciousness of the paradigm that you live in, creating a whole new paradigm. You're meant to break open the consciousness. And people are waiting for you. Period. Wow, you guys, this was a very heavy and hot, fiery message, and I love to see every bit of it. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's Healing Circle. Please be sure to like, comment, or share this video for those that who are on this wavelength can get the message. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to close out tonight's Healing Circle, and I will see you all at the next